Well, state lawmakers are taking aim at efforts by hostile countries to buy land here in Indiana. News 8's government reporter Garrett Bergquist tells us where they think the risks are.
More than 455,000 acres of land in Indiana are foreign owned. It's not clear how much of that belongs to people with connections to Russia or China, but the bill's sponsor says he wants to get out ahead of that problem. State Senator Justin Bush says officials need to pay attention to who buys land next to military bases.
There has been a couple of states where we actually have seen this happen. In Texas, actually, there was a Chinese billionaire, an ex-member of the People's Liberation Army there in China that was buying up locations adjacent to military installations.
Bush's bill would prohibit any citizen or company from China, Russia, Iran, or North Korea from buying land next to any military installation, including armories. That's unless the governor's Homeland Security Council okays it. Anyone could file a complaint about such a purchase. The Attorney General could investigate and possibly force a sale. The bill got bipartisan support in the Senate in February, but State Senator Andrea Hundley says it reminds her of McCarthyism. She was one of 7 no votes in the chamber.
We're talking about Hoosiers who could have lived in Indiana for decades, who could have reputable companies and organizations who could now be prohibited or questioned about their ability to provide services as contractors because of the color of their skin, because of their national origin, and that worries me.
I asked Bush something similar. Maybe they fled that country. What happens then?
Once again, I think it comes down to whether, with the council that the governor has in place, the governor and also the director of Homeland Security here can kind of make those decisions on a case-by-case basis.
The U.S. Department of Agriculture tracks how much land is foreign-owned. Officials there say China accounts for less than 1% of it nationwide. They don't have an exact figure for the state. Bush says the governor's office would be able to review existing land ownership. The measure now moves to the full House. If it passes that chamber, it will have to go back to the Senate because House members already have made changes. At the State House, I'm Garrett Bergquist for Wish TV, wishtv.com, and like us on Facebook.